All right, let's continue to go back to Twitter here and hit this. You guys keep an eye on the chat for me if we got any supers. I haven't been keeping an eye in there. I apologize if I missed one, but we definitely want to keep this party rolling and hitting some of the festive stuff. With it being Thanksgiving, this only comes once a year. We really got to take time to appreciate and enjoy it. This was the guys walking off with the turkey. This is what Emilio was talking about last night with Josh Jacobs. Took the whole damn platter with him with the mac and cheese.
Yep. I love it. Yeah, that plays. So happy for Isaiah McDuffie, man.
Yeah.
Like, talk about a guy that's been in the trenches for us, does the dirty work, doesn't always get a lot of the recognition and accolades, and he goes out and balls out time on Thanksgiving. That's right. Shout out to Isaiah McDuffie, man. That's Quay's my boy, but I don't know, man. My defensive player of the game, I got to give it to Isaiah McDuffie, man. Hell of a ball game last night.
Yeah, dude, they've stepped up big time, man. Aaron Rodgers says here too. Second victory Monday or victory morning this week. Life is good. Yes, it is, man. Coffee is flowing like the geese of Capistrano this morning, no doubt about it. The other thing I like too, there he is. The other thing I like too in that locker room video, I don't know if you guys noticed, as LaFleur's talking, hitting the stats, you're kind of focused. Look around the locker room. Everybody's got food in their hand. Did you notice it? Like everybody's eating a piece of turkey, a piece of whatever. It's hilarious, dude. Josh Jacobs slamming that mac and cheese last night was something to behold.
And you had Bo in the back, like
cheese curds, and my stomach hurt all the time, but I do eat them though.
Yeah, they gave him that rubber turkey leg. He goes, "What is
this?"
My favorite was CV when he said, "Well, it ain't dry."
Yeah, exactly. All right, so this next clip, it's about 4 minutes long, and it was from the post game last night. If you guys would give me a screen grab real quick. And let's listen to the audio from this. Like I said, it's about 4 minutes long. I think it's worth your time, though. It's a really, really cool shot. Just let me know when you put it up there. We're not far away here.
What do you think? I think we should go with Shug Hafley and Tupac LaFleur here.
I like it. All right, so this was during the post-game festivities. We'll just listen to the audio here for copyright purposes. Make sure you guys go give it a like. It was on NFL. The NFL Twitter account. All right. It's just at NFL. And it says Packers Hall of Famer and now chef Leroy Butler was making sure QB1 got his turkey leg. And it says Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, Isaiah McDuffie were the players of the game on the Madden Thanksgiving. Here we go.
I think we're muted. We got no audio.
Yeah, here we go. We got it set up. I was trying to get it to where we didn't have any of the music playing.
Oh, yeah.
I got tickled because Leroy Butler, listen to the first thing he says, my nephew.
With the John Madden players of the game. Melissa.
Yes, we are so excited. Not only is he a Hall of Famer, a Packer, he's a chef. What have you prepared for us?
I got some good things because I don't like last year. They didn't give my nephew Love a turkey leg, so he's going to get 2. God is good.
Tell him, Leroy.
Justin Hayes said, make sure, from August Allen, make sure Jordan Love get 2 legs, but they didn't get it to you last year. So I prepared this for you guys.
I love it. And how special is it being a Packer that the Packers win tonight and you prepared this?
John Madden means a lot to everybody in this game. But to do it on this field and see the patches on all the guys, it's just so humbling to say that John Madden was all about football, but he was all about the turducken. Okay, I want to thank Chef's Table for helping me put it together. But this is a dream come true to be in Lambeau Field to serve it to some of the best.
And these guys are all waiting so patiently. Okay, we can dig in and start grabbing the legs. Jordan, I don't know what you do because you also won. Not only did you get a turkey leg this year, you also got the John Madden Trophy. How motivated were you for this turkey leg?
Oh, we were very motivated. Not getting one last year. We needed a turkey leg this year.
All right, so guys, put the stuff down, start grabbing. And Josh, I know your favorite side is your aunt's banana pudding. We don't have that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, get them legs. Pass them out.
Oh, okay.
Pass them out.
But Josh, let me ask you a game question while you're passing them out.
There you go, nephew. Yes, sir.
All right, hold on. I'm getting boxed out
Yes,
here by
sir.
the turkey leg. Yeah, there we go.
Yes, sir. Who else we got?
Josh, what was working for you on the ground and in the air today?
Yeah, man. I mean, they had a game plan to come in and, stop the run and make me a focal point. So, we found another way to get me the ball and, out of the pass, and it just planned out to work good.
And how much fun are you having in this offense?
I mean, man, it's hard not to have fun, man, when you got guys and on every position, man, can make a play at any given moment. So, man, I'm enjoying it.
All right, you get your turkey leg. Isaiah, come over here because you were so physical against both the run and the pass. Where did that come from?
I mean, it's just preparation all week. Just collectively as the defense, just playing together and playing as a team.
As he's chewing.
Awesome. Wait, you guys are playing to the crowd. Jordan, come back in here. Leroy's standing here, so we want to know how the turkey leg is.
It's delicious. It's very good.
My God.
Hold on.
We also, what did you say, John?
Mac and cheese kind of good, too.
So mac and cheese is your favorite side. Will you grab him a fork? Here comes the fork from underneath the table.
Take that thing, nephew.
My man Josh went back
What are
for
you guys
thirds on that
most
mac
thankful
and
for
cheese.
this Thanksgiving? Josh? Wait, I know you can't talk with your mouth full. All right, who can speak? Nobody.
Just everyone in this locker room just buys in and plays collectively, and it's just fun playing with these guys. I love them.
Josh?
Faithful family football, man. Straight like that.
That's what it's all about. Jordan?
I got my family here. I'm very thankful for that. Obviously winning games here at Lambeau, I'm very thankful for that. And this food right here.
As you're smacking away, it's hard to talk. Sorry, I know your mom's always told you not to talk with food in your mouth. Leroy, thank you so much for this nice spread. Where are your teammates?
Pleasure.
Your teammates are missing out. There's pie. There's everything. They took the food and yeah. Do you guys? Hey, who wants to grab this and take this into the locker room with you? I think you guys, your teammates deserve it.
I do.
All right, Leroy said he'd do
Yes.
it. Leroy wants to be in the locker room with you guys. You got
Jacob,
it. All right,
wiping his hands
congratulations,
off,
guys.
wasting no time. Here we go.
There you go.
There we go.
And we go.
Bye, guys.
We trust his hands.
All right, we don't want to push it too much here, but man, just an awesome clip there, and yeah, I don't know, man. It's cool to see this whole plan come together. I love what Josh Jacobs said too. They had a game plan to stop me, and we figured out another way to get me the ball. That play too will hopefully show here in a second. Let's go to the chat. I know we got a super chat. iRock, thank you so much for the super chat. But he says, "God is good. Go Pack, go." It's really cool. You guys should dig into Josh Jacobs' history growing up and everything. Really cool story there. We'll leave it for another time. AFAM in the chat says, Goody needs to re-sign Zach Tom ASAP. Could not agree more. Again, there's some people that, hey, well, you don't have to yet, this and that. Listen, you know what you've got in Zach Tom. I feel of all the players on the team that you say, okay, do we truly know what he is? On the offensive side of the ball, he's probably that guy, right? I mean, from day one, he's battled himself into a starting position. Obviously, being a late-round pick, he's a dude who's been hungry. He's a quiet leader. You never hear from Zach Tom. You notice that? Like, he's never running his mouth. He's just one of those quiet leaders, does his job, shows up every single day. I'd be all about re-signing him right now. AFM completely agree with that. He says, in today's NFL, you have to re-sign your young core early. That's why the Chiefs can sign basically anyone at any time. And the Chiefs, man, the Chiefs are the perfect example now. The Rams were it a few years ago when they won the Super Bowl. Now the Chiefs just continue to dominate. Isn't it funny how they've always got cap room? And all the salary cap doom and gloomers out there, like that, how do the Chiefs always do this, guys? How do they do it? They offered Tyreek Hill a huge contract. It just wasn't enough for him. And they said, you know what? Receiver isn't that important to us. Something we talk about a lot on here, like these teams like Chicago, what did they do in the offseason? They went out and loaded up with receiver. They put weapons. It's hilarious hearing Bill Belichick talk about that, by the way, now that he's a media guy. Like, boy, they went out and got every skill player they could possibly imagine, didn't they? How's that working out? You're still getting your ass kicked in the trenches.
And they drafted a punter, too.
Yeah, there you go. Got to have that.
Well, we
right?
weren't going to use them, Tim. So
Yeah, right. How's that working out for you? Hey, real quick, going back to Leroy Butler, protect this man at all costs. He is a national treasure. And I love when we talk about football and family, you see how Leroy, every single player on that Packers team is his nephew. He looks at them like they're all family. And I'm sure the players look at him like he's their big uncle. And, we talked about him having dinner with Evan Williams a couple weeks ago. There's a great write-up out there floating around on the internet of those two sitting down to dinner and just Leroy kind of sharing some experience and, talking to a young safety about his future in the NFL. And it's important to note that because, every organization has their Hall of Famers and they have their alumni that, they come back and they shake hands and kiss babies and they retire a jersey number or they stand on the field and wave to the crowd. Well, we've got guys like this on our board and in the building, in the meetings, interacting with the team and the players. And it's important because it keeps your history alive. It keeps the lineage alive. And it helps young guys that are in their 20s really understand the history and what the magnitude it is to be a Green Bay Packer. And we owe a lot of that to Leroy Butler this season for sure. And it's going to be fun seeing him along for the ride as we march down to New Orleans and win us a Lombardi this year.
Yeah, and I want to say Leroy Butler's on the board of directors, right? Am I thinking right? Like he got voted in
on the board.
It's absolutely huge to keep those football guys involved. The first thing I thought of when I heard that Leroy got voted on was Tony Canadeo was on there for years, right?
Yep.
And I'm sure there's other players too, but Leroy Butler definitely one of those players that you want there because you could tell he loves the Green Bay Packers. Amelia, you got anything to add to that?
Did you see that thing? I think it was Fox or whoever put it out on NBC was like they were interviewing him at the leap where he did his first leap, and he just got worked up talking about it. There's no way you can't have that kind of emotion running through being in Lambeau, talking about your players, talking about your brothers kind of thing. It's just awesome to see.
Yeah. Coach Lynn says, does Leroy live in Green Bay? I believe he lives in what?
He does not. No.
I think he lives in Milwaukee, I believe.
River Hills. Yeah.
Outside of Milwaukee. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely. Yep. And that's, you got to remember when Leroy played here, we were still playing games at County Stadium, the two games a year. And so Leroy developed a, really strong roots in Milwaukee area, does a lot of charity work down there. And it says a lot about a player, in retirement to not move out of there. Milwaukee is his home. And so shout out to Leroy. He makes that 95-minute drive back and forth all the time up to 1265. And you got to love it, man. That's dedication. He still does a lot of media work too down in the Milwaukee area. So who knows? Maybe he'll get a little Titletown condo or something up here.
On it, right?
Yeah, get another crib, Leroy. Hang out up here a little bit.
Good thing you didn't do the leap down there, Tim. Then what would we be doing now?
I'll tell you, man. The Titletown Flats over there. Looked at one the other day. $1.2 million, I think was the price. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to get through the Christmas season before we can think about that.
Yeah. Let's just get through the shopping spree and we can figure out the numbers.
Just spend all your money and never leave. You just stay there all the time.
Yeah. It would be pretty damn cool though, waking up and you walk out on your balcony and you're overlooking that Titletown field, Lambeau right over to your right. Sun
Murphy out for his morning walk,
Oh, let's go, man. Doesn't get any better than that.
First down the sledding hill.
Back to what Coach Lynn said, and what Tim was talking about when they used to play in Milwaukee, a couple times a year and what have you. Leroy Butler said one time, and think about it, this was back. I think Leroy came onto the team in the late '80s, early '90s, right? It was I want to say it was like '89 or something, '88 or
'89 or '90, I think. Yeah.
He said that he and the guys, Gilbert and all of them, used to have to drive down to Milwaukee to get a haircut. Like they had a guy down there that would cut them up, and it's a different time. For sure. Yeah. I'm sure there's many players that kind of lived in between Milwaukee and Green Bay. But, Green Bay's grown a lot, though. It's a lot of fun to see it kind of grow and change for sure. Leroy, though, is the heart and soul of the Packers. The fact that many guys, as soon as they retire, they move away. They'll go to Florida. They'll go to California, and then they come back for an alumni game like Tim was saying. And Leroy just wants to be in the middle of it. And I absolutely love it, man.
And always takes time to speak to fans. It does not matter. My mom actually got to meet Leroy a few years back. I believe she ran into him at one of the grocery stores down in Milwaukee. And Leroy took the time to, sign a copy of his book for her and really talk to her. And he's just an example of what being a Packer is. And, that's so important in your organization. You want your legends to be ambassadors for your team. And that's Leroy Butler all day.
Mm-hmm.
No question.
What they say in Sandlot, Tim? Heroes get remembered, legends never die.
That's right.
Follow your heart, kid. You'll never go wrong.
That's right.
Clayton, it's not like Clayton's ever watched a baseball movie before.
Oh, never. You kidding me? Usually it's right after football season. As soon as football season wraps up in February, and it's like you got a week or two before you really dig into the free agency and stuff and kind of get ready for the draft. It's like, man, is that snow going to melt out there? And when's baseball season start? Now, when baseball season starts, you go, okay, this sucks. When's football going to get here? Right? That's the way that works. But yeah, Sandlot every February, man. I get that itch.
That Angels in the outfield, and then it's all right. Time for free agency.
That's it. Exactly. So I put this tweet out with the Packers blowout victory over the Dolphins. Matt LaFleur officially passes George Papa Bear Hallis in winning percentage. He now ranks 10th all-time in NFL history. So as you can see here, it's a little bit hard to see, but he's sitting at 684 now. And is he actually tied for ninth? Did I screw that up? It looks like he's tied for ninth there. Hold on just a second. Is he tied for ninth, boys? He is. He is tied for ninth with Ray Flaherty. So he would definitely, with the next win, pass up Ray Flaherty.
So he's tied for ninth until Thursday.
Exactly. And then we got Jim Harbaugh right above him. Listen, people write off Jim Harbaugh is a hell of an NFL coach. He did some amazing things in San Francisco. His winning percentage is at 687. Then above him is Blanton Collier at a 691. And you can see Vince Lombardi's third. It's going to be a while before Matty gets a chance to catch him. Vince Lombardi didn't coach a long time, guys. He coached 136 games, had 10 full years, but 738 winning percentage. My God, man. And then John Madden at 759. People, you hear Madden and you think the video game, you think the announcer. John Madden was a hell of a football coach, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Guy Chamberlain there at the top. Again, only 81 games coached. To put that in perspective, Matt LaFleur is now coached 95. So if you wanted to put a 90-game – check this out. If you put a 90-game minimum requirement on this, right, then Matt LaFleur would actually jump up. How many spots would he jump up?
He'd be top 5.
Yeah, because Jim Harbaugh's only coached in 7. Matt LaFleur has coached in 20 more NFL games than Jim Harbaugh, right? Tommy Hewitt, damn right, from 1920 to 24, he coached in only 56 games. He would be higher than him. Nick Sirianni's only coached in 62, and Guy Chamberlain in 81. So you're right. He'd be top 5 if you put that in there. So it's going to be
the rest of the season. Give him the rest of the season. You do a 100-game minimum. What's that, man? Top 5 all time. That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty darn cool, man. Again, Matt LaFleur becoming the tied for ninth all time in winning percentage. I'm sure there'll be people on Twitter correcting me there, as they always do. So that's how it works. All right, let's see here. Next tweet I put out: great pocket navigation by Jordan Love and Josh Jacobs did my man dirty. Let's hit it here. This is what I want to point out. Watch our boy Jordan Love navigate the pocket. You guys can see this, okay, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. So watch, he's calling out the mic right there. 20's the mic. Little jet motion. Watch him right here. See the rip. He feels that pressure. And watch him immediately step up in the pocket, slide over, create a throwing lane. Josh Jacobson. There's the dirty move.
Boom.
It's just hit. I mean, whoop.
And then the finish, too. Like the way he finishes the play. We all talk about him, the jump cut. But right here, look, another 10 yards down the end of this play. Yep. Just phenomenal, man.
Using his blocker, even though Jaden Reed didn't get a clean block, just getting in the way enough, right?
Yep, that's right.
Great job, man.
Who we have at the next level there? Is that Tucker Kraft blocking? Who is that?
Bo.
Oh, that's Bo.
Is that Bo
Melton.
It was Bo Melton. Look at
that. Here's a guy.
All right, so here it is in super slow motion. If you guys really want to jump in on the – look at this jump cut. Look at – yeah. Oh, my God. Listen, it's bad defense too, because 11's got to know I've got help to the inside right there, right? Like you got to know where your guys are and vice versa. But yeah, Jacobs finishing that run, man. It looks even better in slow motion, does it not?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you got to know right here. I got 21 over the top with help, so you want to play the outside shoulder. But Jacobs did. I mean, he waited to set that up though. Huge play. So there's that, and then again, the pocket navigation. Just wanted to point that out once again.
And taking the check down, right?
You know what I think?
Forcing the issue.
Looking at it like this, it seems like their linebackers will drop 15, in like their hook curls and stuff. You know how we were getting toasted on the in routes at like the 15 yards? It seems like they're they want to drop so deep that they're kind of denying that. That's where you see Josh Jacobs, Tucker earlier catching those little dump offs and then making chicken salad out of it, because you only have 5 yards of space. You turn that into a 60-yard gain. They had no idea, but the reason why is because look how far back they are from the line of scrimmage. I mean, those backers are 15 yards back, 20 yards back. That's deep for a hook curl zone.
Yeah. Yep. That's called playing point guard right there, Tim, at quarterback, right?
Yep. That's right.
Just get it to your players, man.
That's it.
You could tell he was looking. It looked like he wanted to hit Reed there coming across.
Right? Like they were creating that conflict in the middle with the crossers. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. And maybe a couple weeks ago, Jordan does kind of force that one. Mm-hmm. And we've seen him, really kind of hone his skills here in these last couple of games, and he's playing way more disciplined football in the pocket there.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Just an amazing play. Andy Watkins in the chat says, thank you for the insight into the true X's and O's of football. Hey, thank you for watching, Andy. We appreciate you, buddy. Listen, we understand on this show that the and I don't mean this in any disrespectful way, okay? We're nerds. I do mean that disrespectfully. Like, we will watch this same play 500 times. We're nerds like that. But the casual fan, the average fan, don't really care about the X. They just want to watch the game, have a couple beers, have fun, talk trash to opponents. That's totally cool. This is not the show for them. I promise you. Like, you'll get bored real quick with this show. But if you like the X's and O's and trying to truly understand the game, not that we know everything, that's far from the truth, but us digging in as fans together with fans of the Packers and trying to understand what happened, why did it happen, that's what we try to do here. So I appreciate you acknowledging that, man. Thank you so much.
If you take this double crosser right here, this mesh concept, you remember watching the Detroit game earlier yesterday where they ran the mesh and kind of circled St. Brown back around? I think that's coming into the offense next week or in these next couple of weeks. I think that's a beautiful play design, and we have the speed for it. I mean, you could have done it with both of them, Christian Watson and Jaden Reed, but just setting up that kind of play, add it to the offense, Matt.
It's a perfect example, too, of a situation where the coaches are going to be watching the Lions tape, right?
Yep.
They're going to see it. It's a copycat league. If they do it next week, Emilio, you will have the floor, sir.
I loved it, though. I loved it.
They got mesh with the high-low concept built into it.
But it sets it up so well. Like, okay, a mesh concept, crossers all day long, man beaters, yes, dude. But when you put that dude in a blender around your other guy, I mean, even if it's double mesh, whatever, you could be a spot right there, a little curl spot, run that around him. It's just an obstruction. I mean, compared to Cole Kmet, who's trying to block people downfield, I mean, all you need to do is get in the way. You don't need to run through people. That's all it takes.
Yep. Completely agree, man. So, again, just an awesome play there. Now, let's move along here. This is the play I was talking about earlier. We'll go full screen on.
This is why Clayton couldn't sleep last night. He kept telling Mandy, the yo-yo, Mandy.
You guys, the verbal beating I take around these parts, all right? Like, when we went to the Titans game, Mandy and Jordan gave us absolute hell because we're geeking out right in the stadium, right? We're standing there, and it's, Emilio looks over to me and look at Reed, look at Jay Reed, yo-yo, right? And immediately Mandy and Jordan look at each other and go, hey, Jordan, yo-yo. The rest of the game, there's yo-yo, screaming.
She just came in and said that was so funny. That was absolutely hilarious, man.
Yeah, so we have changed it now to when we talk zipper, right? Because that's what Greg Cosell calls it. But I'm tired of being verbally abused. Now, pretty soon, they're hey, what about zipper? And we'll have to change it to something else. But anyway.
You guys are over there like,
sit your butt outside.
Oh, they're over there like, sit your butt outside. And we're like, yes, ma'am. That's the way that works. I promise you. Matt LaFleur adding a subtle wrinkle by mixing in fake jet hard count, then bringing Jaden Reed back across the formation, what we refer to as a yo-yo or zipper, for the jet sweep. So let's watch it. I'm going to go full screen here for you guys. Check this out. It's so subtle, but as soon as I seen it, I'm like, boy, he is playing chess tonight. You're going to see the motion come across, right? And when you do see it, and it on the telecast, you could actually hear him, the right? Green 19 set. And now they're okay. We're through the motion now. And then they're going to bring him back last second. You see the corner settle in. And it sounds silly, but you're talking about wasting 20 yards of energy of that corner going back and forth, right?
And now getting his feet flat, too. Now he's set flat-footed. Good luck.
This is the guy who was set to cover Jaden Reed. Jalen Ramsey, right?
Yep.
Jalen Ramsey. Yep. Number 5. So he's all the way across the formation. That doesn't mean these guys aren't going to try to take, but look at the hat count now. As you come across, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys to block 4, which means Jaden Reed is the extra hat. So you got 5 on 4 essentially.
Yep. And he roasts that first guy. That lineman coming over had no chance. Just flew right past him.
Did Jalen Ramsey get any action? I got to watch right here. I got to see if he missed a tackle.
No, he made a business decision.
Oh, he did. No, he did miss a tackle. Look at that. Jaden Reed ran right through the arm tackle, didn't he?
Ramsey was over there like
On my knee.
Let's see it now from the end zone cam, man. This is just absolutely awesome.
But look, so you walk the safety down. Looks like they're in cover 3, but then you see the man coverage because Jalen walks with him. Look at that box. Yeah, 7 in the box right now. 8. I'm sorry. You got the dude lined up right there on Christian, I think. But, yeah, your hat count. Split the middle. Boom.
Look at this. Look at the whole defense front going to the left.
Mm-hmm.
And why? Jordan Love selling the play. Jaden Reed has the damn football, and Jordan Love is selling the play.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs. And again,
it looks like a stretch. It looks like a stretch. You got Zach Tom leaving the end. You got Sean Ryan washing down, getting to the second level on the backer. And it's a run play. It's not an RPO or anything. The lineman can get to that second level. No one's downfield.
Yep. No, it's true, man. And again, what did Josh Jacobs say the game plan was while you were munching on turkey eating in the post game?
Mm-hmm.
He talked about it. He simply said, they game planned to shut me down, and we found other ways to get me the ball, talking about in that pass we just showed. But here's another example of the defense just completely selling out to, hey, let's stop Josh Jacobs, and then Jaden Reed being the beneficiary.
I can't wait till we run this again and we fake we fake the jet sweep, fake the handoff, and Jordan rolls out of that boot and fires that ball up the seam. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Focus on Tucker Kraft this time. Look at Tucker Kraft. And when everything marries up together, look at this. Look at that block, right? You see him right here? He can block. And then watch him come off of Oh, my God. He threw him out the club, did he not?
Get off me, little man.
He threw him out the club. And then watch him get in here again.
He said, keep going. Keep running, right?
Yeah,
I got you.
So, I'm sorry. We got to go back. Now that we know that happened, let's key in on the all-22 here. Look at Tucker Kraft on the block. Let's see. Watch him throw this guy out of the club. Just watch Tucker Kraft. Look at nothing else. Take your eye off the ball. Look at him.
He can block.
Put your ass on the ground, little boy. What are you doing?
Next.
God, awesome, dude. There's got to be a screen grab of that somewhere. We might be able to get it right here, as a matter of fact. I want to see that defender with his legs in the air. We've been doing that all year long, right?
And watch their backers crash. That is the key of them trying to stop Josh Jacobs. The two left backer and the middle backer, crash. And that opens up, boom. See ya.
Yeah, right here. Look at this. Look at Tucker Kraft. Right there. That's what I'm looking for. That's that screen grab. Kind of looks like Jaden Reed ran through him, but it was actually Tucker Kraft that threw him out the club.
And can we just take a second to circle the man underneath the wires over there on the sideline? 1-3 was blocking his tail off all game last night. All game
No block, no rock.
I'm not going to mention names, but I turned on a show this morning. And the first conversation, they were being so overly dramatic. The Tay Wicks, that drop, it's just got to stop. It's like, listen, I was frustrated with the drop too. Malik Heath catches that ball. Bo Melton, I think, catches that ball. Tay Wicks has got a catch problem. There's no doubt about it. But he caught the next 3 balls thrown to him, right? And he's doing this play in and play out. And who did Matt LaFleur specifically name drop? I think it was in the presser last night. Tay Wicks doing this right here.
Yep.
Walking into the water cooler.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Clayton, but would they be able to catch that ball coming across the middle and taking a lick from the linebacker?
Yeah. Oh, you kidding me? It's the same. It's the same ones who call Romeo Dobbs soft.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
No, it was worse than soft. A coward. He's a coward is what they said. Right.
Full circle.
Anyway, yeah, full circle, exactly. But we're going to keep this positive, boys, because this is a Victory Friday, right? And I think we are all caught up on Twitter. Cool. So I've been wanting to try to do that a little bit more. Like, we tweet this stuff out in real time, and it just gets lost in the shuffle. Why not pull it up, go through the recap? It's the best way, really, to recap a game, in my opinion. But Coach Lynn in the chat, Butler and Sterling Sharp were my favorite players growing up. I know, listen, shout out to the
Mine too, Coach Lynn. Put them on the wall.
I got one back here.
Mine too. My 2 favorites as well. Sterling Sharp was the first guy I ever cheered for, man.
Yeah.
First guy.
You know what my first memory of Sterling Sharp was? the original Tecmo Bowl. And I remember thinking every time I played the Packers, it always showed that little cut scene of him catching the football. I'm like, who is this ass? Stand this guy. Anyway, that was before I was a Packers fan. But yeah, Sterling Sharpman needs to be in the Hall, no doubt. Shout out to the Milwaukee crew. Listen, guys, we have a ton of viewers, a ton of listeners in Milwaukee. The strongest part of our fan base as PTA as a whole, I'm trying to think of the term here, the statistics, the data suggests it's, I mean, we got like 85% of our listeners and viewers are in Milwaukee. So shout out to the good folks in Milwaukee. Appreciate y'all supporting us. And I know there's somewhat of a rivalry that's created every year between the green and go, the green package, the gold package, this and that. And the people who are, diehard Green Bay folks will talk like, the Milwaukee folks don't matter that much. And the Milwaukee folks will talk about the Green Bay folks don't matter that much. The reality is both are vital to the survival of the Packers over the years. But without the people of Milwaukee, the Green Bay Packers don't exist.
That's right.
That's a fact.
That's the reason we're the NFL's only 2-market team.
Yeah.
Yep. He said gold jacket, green jacket. Who gives a?
And here's the thing. Let's just all get along, please. And we are this year. We are getting along great. Last year it got a little bit chippy. We had to cool it off.
Oh, why? Because we were 3-6. Oh, what happens? Oh, winning changes that. Wow.
Winning fixes.
Crazy.
Absolutely. Let's see here.
Let me just hit you real quick. Daryl said here, last 2 games, Jordan Love has 4 touchdowns, no ends, been passing dimes the past 2 games. Let me just add to that. He had 68 attempts in the past 3 weeks. Just 68. After our bye, we've only asked him to throw the ball 68 times. He's completed 43 of them, I believe, leaves him at 69% completion percentage. And we're not asking him to do it a lot. His attempts were 17 against the Bears, 23 against San Fran, 28 against Miami. That's beautiful. That's Matt committing to being able to run the ball. Let's make Josh Jacobs our feature, Brooks and Wilson. That's huge. That's what we need to do coming into the winter. It gets colder, kicks are shorter, Keyshawn's starting to return them. Josh Jacobs just sitting over there, just keep feeding him, man.
Yeah. When we look at the stats here now, I think NFL Pros got them updated. Jordan Love, 10 games played this year. He has 2,518 yards passing, 20 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, a rating of 95.4. So he's about to crack 100 rating now. Completion percentage is up to 63%. For anyone who sees the inflated 70, 75, 78% completion percentage across the league, and in some cases, let me put that into perspective. 63%, right? Guess what Aaron Rodgers' career completion percentage was? It was
65%.
65%. That's what Tim's on it today. Let me tell you.
That's Emilio. That was all.
Is that Emilio? It's not Emilio, man.
Here's the guy.
You need to do morning shows more often. You're way sharper in the morning.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That ain't no problem, huh? That ain't no problem. Well,
so what was his percentage? I forgot.
Yeah, it's only 2%. He's only 2% shy of Aaron Rodgers' career average of 65% completion percentage. It's huge, man. And we see some of the other quarterbacks across the league, and it's, Jordan's playing like guard. Listen, his accuracy is a weak spot of his game. There's no doubt about it. It's inconsistency in the accuracy, I should say, because there's sometimes you'll see him thread the freaking needle, right? Mm-hmm. But again, kind of like the Brett Favre comparison, as Brett said, I threw a lot of interceptions. As long as I throw more touchdowns than interceptions, they'll still let me play, is what he said.
You think God never farted?
Jordan, man, he's starting to heat up. It's exciting. It is really, really exciting. He's only been sacked 10 times this year. That's a really, really cool statistic.
That's crazy to think, man. We were talking about our O-line for a while there. Sean Ryan, Josh Myers, the inside. Elton is tearing it up. Rashid, when you watch that one, Jordan stepped up into the pocket. Rashid had the dude, kind of just let him go. Don't take the hold. If you trust Jordan to get up in the pocket now that he's feeling a little bit more comfortable, don't take the hold. Let him go right by. I loved it, man. The O-line is definitely clicking, and I'm happy because we were kind of getting on him about, earlier, not getting the run blocking, or maybe it's Steno because he went to OC. Did the O-line take a hit kind of thing? And it's really started to shaping up there. I love it.
Yeah, I was trying to get a little bit better grab here. We'll look at the passing touchdowns, what we were just talking about. So now across the league, so this is the entire NFL here. In passing touchdowns, Lamar Jackson with 27, Joe Burrow 27, Baker Mayfield 24, Jared Goff 22, Sam Darnold 21, and then Jordan Love is sixth in the league right now with 20 touchdown passes and 11 interceptions. And what's crazy is he missed how many games? 3, right? 3 games. So the rest of these guys, Lamar's played the entire year, right? All these guys, I'm pretty sure, have played every snap this year.
Yep.
So, or for the most part, every snap. When we go to rating, let's see how far down he is on ratings. A little bit lower, obviously, sitting in the 15 spot at 95.4, but he's literally within 3 or 4 points of being in the top 10. So he's right there on the cusp of breaking through in that regard. He's actually got a higher completion percentage than Justin Herbert does at 62.9, who's having a pretty darn good year himself. Trying to see if there's anybody else up here. Yeah, Lamar Jackson, probably your front runner for MVP, mainly because of 27 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, but he's sitting at 67.3%, so he's not far behind that.
I think Saquon's going to do the impossible. I think we're going to get a running back MVP this year if he keeps playing like this.
You think?
I think.
And then what are the Giants going to do when they go on Hard Knocks again next year?
Man, it was so hard to watch. It really was.
I think Giants fans are petitioning for their team to join the CFL or something.
Yeah. Well, you saw that. Did you see that tweet, Tim? They all the running backs. Derrick Henry left. He's crushing it. Saquon left. He's crushing it. Josh Jacobs left. He's crushing it. Yep. And then on top of that, sprinkle in the fact that we took their best safety and heads up player and X. And I mean. And that was the graphic. X has 7 picks. The Giants defense as a whole has 1.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
Yeah. So terrible. Saquon Barkley.
Thank you.
Saquon Barkley is leading the league in rushing yards at 1,392. Derrick Henry is God. It's just crazy to think about the GM on that Hard Knocks, like you were just talking about, Emilio. Think about this. His reasoning for not re-signing Saquon Barkley, and the difference was just pennies on the dollar, right? He said, "You paid Daniel Jones all this money. We need to protect him. We need to get a left tackle and protect him." Right? Daniel Jones is gone. Saquon's gone.
That sounds like some of that.
International average of pressure.
It really does, man. Like how bad do you got to be at your job to convince not even convince your owner, but try to convince your owner that, hey, listen, we need to get rid of our best player, because we need to get a left tackle for a player who's not even going to be on the roster, and we're going to have a ton of dead cap attached to it too.
He should have listened to his son. His son was more spot on with some of the ideas anyway. Take Jaden Daniels, take Roman. I mean, that's what he should have done. He should have asked his son at the beginning of the season, what should we do with Saquon?
Think about that. And this is not BS, guys. His kid talking about this on the show. Imagine if the Giants could have gotten Jaden Daniels, and I think they might have had to trade up. I can't remember the exact draft order. They got Malik Neighbors at what pick, Emilio? Was it like 5th?
4 or 5, something like that, yeah.
So Jaden Daniels, I think he went 3rd, if I remember correctly. Regardless, or 2nd, I think he
went. Second.
If the Giants were to have drafted Jaden Daniels, traded up and drafted Jaden Daniels, and you re-signed Saquon Barkley, and now you end up cutting bait with Daniel Jones,
you're done.
Bro, you have one of the most dynamic backfields in the entire league. Like, that's crazy how it can happen just like that.
Because what do Washington have in receivers? You know what I mean? Besides Scary Terry, it's not like they have a crazy receiving core.
Right. It's true. And, with they end up getting Malik Neighbors, so obviously you don't have Malik Neighbors on the roster. But, again, wide receiver is the last piece you put in place. Mm-hmm. They did everything ass backwards. They went and Bill Walsh 101 is wide receiver is the last piece you put in place. When you got everything else, now you go get your receiver.
Right.
They went and drafted Malik Neighbors, and they don't have a quarterback. They don't have a left tackle. Now they lost their best football player, Saquon Barkley. I'll tell you what's going to happen, I think, with the New York Giants. I said this 2 years ago or before last year. I thought Bill Belichick would end up in New York because that's his dream job. I think that's coming, man. If I'm the Mara family, because they love each other. Like, it was I get them mixed up. The current Mara that owns the team, his dad and Bill Belichick were close. Pull up an NFL Films clip and just type in Bill Belichick returns to Giants Stadium or whatever it is to New York. There's a clip before he plays the Giants where he's walking through the old locker room and where they used to dress and stuff under the Bill Parcells, regime. And he gets emotional, starts crying. It's the only time I've ever seen Bill Belichick cry. He cries. He said, man, it's hard not to get emotional. I spent a lot of damn hours in that room. Like, he loved it. He loved it there. I think he's going to end up in New York, unless Jerry Jones gives him $1 billion to go to Dallas. And then
He ain't going to Jerry World. There's no way.
They'll argue for 2 years, and then he'll be gone. That's what
Yeah.
I think. So, poor Jerry Jones. He's got it rough right now.
Jerry Jones announces the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys is Jerry Jones.
How dare you?
I want to look at one more thing real quick here on NFL Pro. I want to look at the receiving leaders and see where Tucker is. Tucker's got to be toward the top, right, in some of these statistical categories. When it
whatever it is for Yak, I'm sure he's leading it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get used
yards
to
after contact. I'm sorry, not yards after catch. Yards after contact.
Oh yeah. I got you. Let's see here. It's a little bit harder to navigate. So you go season leaders, right, and then we don't want to go passing stats. We'd like to go. It usually pops up. Here we go, receiving. All right, season leaders. Here we go. We got it now. Now we're cooking with Chris.
There it is. It's right there. There we go. Now we got it.
That's all you need, right, Tim? All right, let's see what we got here. And again, I don't know exactly how to filter out the positions on here, so we're just going to keep every position up, and let's see where Tucker Kraft comes in at. There's Jaden Reed in the 19 spot with 693 yards. Okay. Tucker's got to be close because he, like I said, man, he's having a hell of a year. Is he in the top 70 though? That's going to be the question. Let's see here. Coming down, Tucker Kraft, 55th in the league in receiving yards. So if we were to go up, and it's not even specifying the positions it is, so it's going to be hard to figure out who the tight ends are on this. If we go by receiving touchdowns, so that includes running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends, he's 55th. That's wild. Touchdown catches, our boy Jaden Reed was 6, Tucker Kraft was 6. They're both tied for 5th in the league. Tucker Kraft, your tight end 1, is tied for 5th in the league with touchdown catches. That is crazy. George Kittle is the only tight end that's got more touchdowns than him, and he's got 8. Oh, by the way, that dude's probably going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's crazy, man. Tucker's on a trajectory right now that, he's right behind. He's only 10 catches behind George Kittle in receptions, right? Just crazy to think about, man. Again, we're way over on time. We could do this all day, guys. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. If y'all would hit that like button, feel free to sub to the channel. We're going to be going live again this evening, 7 p.m. Central Time, to break down some more of this Victory Friday. But we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I'm sorry we went over, guys. I get caught up in the stats, and I just got to keep rolling here. So.
Yeah, when Mandy wants peace and quiet, she just sends Clayton up into the room with the all 22 and says, "Go watch it."
Yeah, go watch that. Give me a 3-page essay on what happened in the game here in a little bit. And then I hand her the essay. She just wads it up, throws it in the trash. Goes, "Thanks you for the peace and quiet." That's exactly what happens there. Tim, you got anything else, man?
No, go Pack, go. We're beating Detroit. Check my Twitter. I put a post out. I remember very well the last time we played the Lions in Detroit on Thursday Night Football, and we'll just leave it at that. Aaron and Richie Rogers forever. The miracle at Motown. Hey, the vibe is right. This team is hot. I think Detroit peaked a little early. It's time for us to possibly go ahead and steal this division here if we get on a heater to close out this season. So looking forward to Thursday Night Football. Thankful for you guys. Happy Thanksgiving once again. I'm off to good old Milwaukee for a couple of days. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Thanks for everything, guys. Really love what we do here, and blessed to be a part of it.
Yeah, thank you, Tim. Hey, safe travels, man. Emilio, appreciate your time, bro.
Always.
All right, guys, that's going to do it. We will see you guys tonight, 7 p.m. Central, as Victory Friday marches on. For those of you listening on the pod, thank you for making us a part of your day. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world, and go Pack, go.